Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome back to Erlengrat here on Farming Simulator 19. We have some weird growth. Ignore the weeds, we're gonna take care of those, but my field's growing really weird. And I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I planted this area, right? Let's bring out the map. Yeah, it shows that I only missed like here, here, and here. Huh. I don't know, but we're gonna leave that alone because we have two tasks today and they're gonna be very big. This is one of the reasons I don't like planting everything at once. Nothing's fertilized and everything has to be weeded at the same time right now. So we are going to hop in on that and just kind of get it done. One of the other things, actually, you know what? I'm actually just gonna hire a worker to do that while I'm sitting in here. We actually just picked up the new DLC. So this is, again, I'm recording a little bit ahead of time, so I apologize that I'm only talking about this now, but we got a ton of new potato stuff. And I am very, so everything here, this is the Grime, the Grim, however they want to pronounce it, pack. And it's got some awesome stuff and it's inexpensive. So like this is the old stuff, 21k. And 99k for the planters. We now have two new planters, one for 10,000 and one for 18,000. And is this a planter as well? Nope, this is a harvester for 11k, whereas previously the cheapest harvester was 150k. Except for this little guy that we were using. So next time we do potatoes, we're definitely going to have an upgrade. And I am very, very much looking forward to it. We'll get into a couple more things about it in just a moment, but we are getting to the end of this field here. So, I gotta take over from the worker, because I don't know which way they're gonna try and go. Yoink. Alright, let's V that to get it done. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot to get done today. I may actually just put a worker on to weed that field over there. Because weeding is just, honestly, pretty boring. I was checking if my little tractor could handle this, but this requires, I think, either 85 or 95 horsepower, and my little tractor is, you know, chilling at 45, so we're definitely not going to be able to handle that. But all of my trees are at their first, second growth stage, I think. I don't know. I lost track. I wasn't really paying attention to the trees anymore. But yeah, enough of my chit chat. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm gonna pause and sneeze, and then sorry, I know that was odd. We're gonna jump in with a little bit of music so that we so that you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do all of this weeding at standard speed. Yeah, I don't understand that. It's weird because that patch there isn't grown, and then I know I've covered more up top before this stuff down here, so maybe it's the order in which they update. I don't know, they have a weird order. I do like seeing the weeds appear on fields as it's going through, though. It looks kind of cool. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to throw on some music. I'm going to try and get all of this done, and I may, just for a short period of time, lease just a really small tractor to run this on there, because I still have to fertilize everything as well. So, let me get on with this time lapse, and I'm going to give it a thought as we continue. Well, I'm sorry guys, you don't get to see me weed that plot. So when I record my time lapses, I start a new recording just so it's easier for me editing wise, and I shut off my recording but never clicked it again. So I'm sure you guys probably didn't miss much on the weeding. We went up, we went down, we went back up, and we came back down. But what I did look at was getting another tractor. And what I have decided instead, for at least the moment, because I did see that, oh, I did not want to hook into that. I thought I was already hooked into it. It looks like I might be able to just, I know buying a small tractor probably isn't going to be worth it, but I want to give it a try. And I want to see, honestly, if we'll be able to afford it. So what I'm going to do is we are going to load up and we are going to sell all of our eggs. And, oh, Q, not click. Yoink. Yeah, there's our little friend. Oh, I don't need the bucket. What am I doing with the bucket? Yoink. We need the forks. And this part's going to be a bit tough because I am very bad at working this thing. No matter how hard I try, I still can't seem to get it good. And I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's the machines. I see other people do it, and they seem to do it pretty fine. So it's got to be me. So what I think we're going to do is sell these. I actually want to check on the eggs. Not that much time. Not the eggs, the honey. Not that much time has passed. Nope, those are full. But I want to take a look. What are we at? 2%. Okay, so we don't have a honeycomb full yet. But you can see everything's filling up. And this one here, I actually put in the 100 bees just to see if they will increase their population. And this one's still empty. We may end up getting to it today, but if I had thought about it beforehand, I definitely should have bought a new tractor rather than the honey. Even though I really am looking forward to the honey and the fun stuff we're going to be able to do with it. That's what I'm looking forward to. Not really it's just something different, I should say. Not really the fun stuff, because it's still pretty much the same stuff. Okay, let's take a look at this. 2,400 eggs in 3 of these. Let's take a look. We're going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. I've even messed around with the DPI on my mouse because I can save 2 different DPIs. And it does help if I set my DPI a certain way. Problem is, I spend more time moving my mouse around trying to correct the mistake I just made than actually getting it done. So what I'm going to do real quick is we are going to get this time-lapsed. I'm going to bring it over to wherever we have to sell it. Okay, we're all loaded up there. Let's take a look at our best price for eggs. Grain mill. Sweet, right down the street. We got our little guy on here. Hopefully he stays. Look at him, he's happy. He's going for a ride. Can I actually move this? Okay, I barely can. Oh, I actually forgot. I bought 2 things. I was just thinking, I bought 2 things in between last episode and this. I meant to bring them up directly at the beginning of the episode. I had recorded a bit on it, but it just, nah. So, I got rid of it. These are buy points for herbicide. Well, yeah, it's herbicide, fertilizer, seeds of different varieties, lime, and more herbicide. That might have not been lime. That might have been fertilizer in the bags. I actually don't remember. I think it might be NAC whatever 3 power of 12 chemicals. They're chemical sheds. So we had them in the last series over in Felsburn, and I didn't get them right away just because of their cost. But now that we are running more machines, we're working in larger fields, I think having those would be very nice. It still costs the same as far as I can tell in relation to buying over there. You just have to buy the building first. So that's something we'll have to think about, but I have it. I'm fine with it, and it's something. It's a building I can sell at the end. You know, when we eventually move on from Erlengrat. And I honestly have no idea where we're gonna go next. You know, I still have like 20 episodes, but if you guys do have any ideas for a modded, or just even if you just want to see the Ravensport map, you know, just an idea for a map we could do that's for 2019. Preferably something that's available in the mod hub. I'm not big on downloading the other stuff because I really don't know where any of it, you know, I don't know everything about them and the sites and all of that. So I prefer the mod hub. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. There's been 2 or 3 I've been taking a look at, and we'll have to see if it's something we're going to go with. Let's see if we can do it like this. Nope. Okay, we are going to have to take it off. So let's L those back on. I know I could just hard drive and drop them off, but okay, guys, let's see how much money we can make. I think it's going to be a good amount because each of these crates should be worth about 4,500 bucks. So let's see how well this goes. Too high. There we go. I think doing it this way will probably be a little bit quicker too, rather than trying to put them on, because this one I just stab them and then I just put them on here. It doesn't really matter. Oh wow, actually no, I have to pick these ones up. Oh, 6,400. I will definitely take that. I forgot because the in Felsburn I had crates that would spawn rather than these ones here, and I like these ones much better because I don't have to worry about having to get a new crate every time I start a new game. That was my only complaint for that chicken coop mod that I was using last time. was that I had to, every time you like closed out and opened back up, it was a lot of work. So I'm glad that this is a thing. This should get us a little bit of money. I, for whatever reason, thought I'd be getting a lot more. Ooh. I don't know what just happened there. I thought I'd be getting a lot more money for whatever reason, but I'm perfectly fine with the amount we're getting. I just remember getting a lot more in eggs last time, but I think the other crates also held more. So I'm just gonna off. There we go. He's not very happy right now. I'm gonna end up putting it back on afterwards. I'm not in a rush. Yoink. I'm also trying to give that guy enough time because I think we have to do this field. Did we weed this field last time? I don't remember. But as I said, everything needs to be fertilized. So I think that'll be our next task, is to get everything fertilized so that we get good crop growth. The original 2 barleys have been, but this oat field hasn't been. And the add-on barleys and the soybeans, I think I did soybeans. Those ones haven't been done yet. Alright, that'll have to do. You'd never do this in real life, but we're gonna do it. So yeah, that should be about 20k, give or take. It's weird, they wouldn't come off the when they were up there, but they empty perfectly fine down here. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is, yeah, we got that 6, 12, 18, 19, 3 is what it looks like. 19, yeah, 19 and change. So I think we'll get this stuff back on here and bring it back over to the farm for you guys to see. Not really see it, but then we're going to get started on the lime. Because, I think what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to get this all cleaned up and brought back over to the farm. And we'll see how far along the weeder is. And if it's almost done, I'm going to let it finish. If not, well, if not, I'll probably hop on either way, unless it's on like the last row. I haven't decided. But then we're going to grab the fertilizer, and we're going to do a quick fertilizing time lapse. We're going to do this field, as I said, the 3 short barleys over there, and the soybeans. So let me get these cleaned up, and I'll meet you guys back over there. Welcome back from our fertilizer time lapse there. Hope you guys did enjoy it. It was quick, simple, and probably not the most efficient. I went kind of odd on that first section. I don't know. I was trying to think of doing something different, and it didn't end up working out, so I kind of got stuck with an odd loop for it, which I think is fine. It is kind of weird, but what I want to do here is we're actually not going to sit and watch this whole thing here. I am just going to get this end cleared, and then I'm going to get a worker started on getting rid of all of these weeds so that we can talk a little bit more about the DLC that just came out, because I want to talk about it a bit. I know I showed you guys the potato planters and harvesters. There is a little bit more than that, even though this seems to be mainly a potato-based DLC, which is nice. Also, this is just my personal opinion on everything. I am in no way related to you know, Farming Sim or sponsored or anything like that. So I just wanted to talk about it, but I want to get this part here done because we did do potatoes recently. You know, just a couple of episodes ago, we finished up all our potatoes, did all the washing and everything. It's actually funny, you can't see the washer from here. Huh, that's a bummer. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it, and I do want to do it again, and this pack is going to help us to do that. Another thing, pretty much everything we just made off the chickens went straight into fertilizer to fill up our fertilizer sprayer, which is going to have a solid amount of fertilizer in it still. But that pretty much went to filling it. And what are we looking at? We need G. EFG grime. There we go. So obviously there's the old stuff, which comes up to, oh, actually, yeah, up to here. So this is all of the original stuff that we had in the pack, which was all nice. I have used actually a lot of it. We've used the potato tank actually pretty early on this season. We used it as a lease to do some fields. We've used the SE260. I think they had it in yellow when we used it. And we've used the topper here, but I don't think we've used much else over there. And then we have used the Quantum and the 8016. But we have some new stuff here, and it is stuff that I may end up using. So removes weeds and improves condition of the field by creating furrows. It can be used only during the initial growing stage. Okay, improves condition of the field. Nice. So that seems like it'd just be a weeder. It's almost small. It's almost low enough horsepower wise to use on my little tractor. This is the same thing. It just goes from 1.5 to 2.5 meters. And then this is the big 6 meter. And yeah, same exact thing. It looks cool. I am going to actually go and check some of this stuff out in my test world, because I don't want to be spending money on it here. And then what do we got? We got a planter. This will do potatoes. This will do potatoes and fertilizer, which is nice. It looks like there's seeds as well. Oh, so it'll use seeds or potatoes. And then what do we got here? This is a harvester, so it extracts potatoes from the ground and automatically offloads them to form potatoes into windrows to be collected with the SE85-55. Please remember that you need a Hollum cutter before you can use this machine. So yeah, you do need a topper before that one. This is actually, I think, what they based this off. Oh, I don't. There's the one that I've used in the past, I think, is what, it's very similar to these. It kind of has more of a rounded body and probably an older design, but these are two harvesters. It looks the same thing. They dump them off onto the ground behind them. And then we have, this is the WR200. This harvester collects potatoes in the ground. You do not have to top it first. So this actually does all in one. For 16K, I think that's a steal. Let's see. This is the 85-55. It looks like this will pick up the rows straight off the ground. Single row harvester. Nope. Yeah. Previously harvested from the earth. So that's pretty cool. Load potatoes into fully automated filler to obtain 1,750 liter pallets for resale or storage. That'd actually be pretty nice to use to store potatoes so that we can use them in the next load to plant potatoes rather than having to buy more seeds. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we may end up doing that in the future. Guiding conveyor belt facilitates the handling of larger amounts of produce in a shorter time, so it's just a wider belt. And then it does have a couple of trailers. They pretty much work for everything, including the other mods that I have right now. We got a 19,000 and a 35,000 liter. And then those are just my mods. So yeah, those are pretty nice. We'll definitely get a use out of some of these. I'm probably going to buy this here. What's it's working with? 1.5 meters. I don't know if I want that. I think I may end up sticking with this guy right here, because he is 3 meters, so it's double that, and I think it's double the price. Where'd he go? No, it's actually still pretty close in price. Yeah, it's 3,000 more for double the width. So we're probably gonna end up going with that. I think that'll work. And then I don't actually know on the harvester. There are going to be some decisions that have to be made on the harvester, because I don't want to dump them on the ground. But since we do have this machine now, we may, we'll probably end up using it. I don't know if I'll be able to afford to buy it, so I may end up leasing it when we do get into it. But that is, as far as I know, everything that they added in this DLC, which is here. And the upside is only like $5. So, well, $5 American. So I ended up picking it up, as I said. Let's see. Oop, I did not mean to do that. Where are we? Let's get back over here. But yeah, I'm gonna let this guy finish up. I don't really think there's much else for us to do. I pretty much have to wait for everything to be fertilized again, to grow, so that I can top off fertilization in a couple of spots. And with night coming up, I don't know if we're going to be able to get it done before it finishes growing. I do have, yeah, we are on slow, so I want to shut it off so that we can stop growing, but it's not really how it would work in real life, 1, and 2. We really need that barley for the chickens. Actually, speaking of that, I want to check on the chickens because I saw some stuff going on with them. Yep, they did have a pile. But yeah, my chickens are very, very low on feed. This is really cool to see. I keep forgetting about this. Yeah. Let's check on our chickens. Let's see. Yeah, 783. So we definitely need to get that going. We're almost at 200 chickens. How much does this thing hold? Doesn't say. I could have sworn I have a mod that tells me how many chickens are in here. Unless it's in this menu. No, doesn't tell me how many it holds. Large chicken coop. Buildings. Animal pens. Large chicken coop, 400. So we're almost to half capacity. And the eggs are doing good. I do feel the price of eggs is lower here than it was in Felsruin. Why does this seem tipped? And there are only 2 crates because 1 crate is stuck. I cannot get it out of the ground. And there's not really much that I can do about that with it being stuck. So sometimes when I reload, that kind of stuff will fix itself. But I'm not too worried about it right now. So what I am going to do is I am going to finish this area up here. And we're going to wrap up the video. So I want to thank you for stopping in. I know this is another kind of like in between where we're waiting for stuff to get done and we don't really have much else to do. So I hope this type of video was okay for you guys today. And hopefully in the next video we'll do some harvesting. We'll get some barley for the chickens. And I don't actually know what else. I do not know what the next episode will bring. We may do some work for the neighbors depending on what everybody needs done. But, as I said, I do not know. Oh, actually, the trees started growing up to the next stage. So it's the stage after this where I can start harvesting them for profit, which I probably won't do. I'm going to wait until they get to full height, and then we'll be able to go from there. But they are reaching their next stage of growth. You can see, I think we've gotten 4 more since we passed by. No, it's a lot farther along than it was earlier. So, but yeah, as I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. And, I hope you have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.